As the world's cities continue to grow at an unprecedented rate, the construction industry has boomed, embracing many new building techniques and materials. As part of the statewide cladding audit, the VBA uses a 5-step process to assess and improve the fire safety of buildings with combustible cladding. This process involves not only the VBA, but also local councils, fire brigades and other experts.
The VBA audit assessment looks at the building material that's been used for the construction of the building, as well as looking at the safety elements within the building, which will look at mainly the fire services and making sure that they're operational and that the building is safe for occupation.
Let's take a look at the complete auditing process and what each step covers. Step 1 is identification and assessment. Once buildings have been identified for inspection, a building inspector carries out an on-site inspection, checking the building both internally and externally. The information collected is passed on to an expert panel for assessment. The panel is made up of a building surveyor, a member of the relevant fire brigade, and a fire safety engineer. The municipal building surveyor from the relevant council will often attend as an observer. If combustible cladding is found, the panel will assess whether immediate steps are required to keep occupants safe. If immediate actions are required, they will vary depending on the type of cladding, the building's design, and its existing fire safety measures. Owners' corporation managers are notified of the recommendations and have a duty of care to inform both owners and residents. Step 2 is for any emergency work to be undertaken.
The main purpose of emergency order is to upgrade the fire safety matters within the building to ensure that it's safe to occupy. If an emergency order has been issued and the property is being sold, there's a requirement for that to be noted on the Section 32.
The emergency order can generally be completed quickly. Works might include installing additional smoke alarms or smoke seals, ensuring the alarm system automatically alerts the relevant fire authority, removing any cladding near exits, clearing access to emergency exits, and removing potential ignition sources such as barbecues, heaters, rubbish bins and cars away from cladding. Step 3 is rectification planning. This takes place if cladding is potentially dangerous and needs removal and replacement. It's at this point a building notice is issued by the municipal building surveyor.
Building notice is the first step in the conversation with the owners to achieve compliance with the building, maybe in a cladding situation. So it starts the conversation with the owner as to what have you got on your building and how can we fix it. The next step would be a building order, which may then stipulate the works that need to be done to bring it in compliance.
A building notice is issued before a building order because it gives an opportunity for the building owners to answer the question. The question may be, show causes to why you should not remove the cladding from the building. The owners can then consider whether they want to remove all the cladding or part of the cladding. In that consideration process, they also have the ability to appeal the question or the decision of the notice to the Building Appeals Board. And the Building Appeals Board then can consider what the owners have put forward as to whether or not they're going to move part of the building material, and then determine if it's appropriate and it allows for the building to be safely occupied.
Step 4 is for building work to be undertaken. This will generally involve a building order being issued by the municipal building surveyor.
The next step would be a building order, which may then stipulate the works that need to be done to bring it in compliance.
The rectification work can involve a number of practitioners, and it'll just depend on the scope of work that has to be undertaken. The practitioners could include a fire safety engineer, a building surveyor, architect or draftsperson. It could also include a project manager, a quantity surveyor. It all will just depend on what the scope of work is as to how many practitioners are involved.
Step 5 is the final step when works are completed.
Final step in the process, municipal building surveyor would inspect the building. If it's compliant, they'll withdraw the order or notice, and that may also require some upgrade of the essential safety measures on the occupancy permit.
It's important to understand that the solution won't always require a complete replacement of combustible products, nor will it mean residents always have to move out while works are completed. In some cases, it may be suitable to replace cladding around specific areas, like balconies and exits, as well as undertaking other safety measures. It's in the interests of everyone's safety that buildings are properly assessed and, if needed, made safer. The VBA is taking a collaborative approach. There's a process in place and resources available either online or in person that can help everyone navigate cladding issues and improve the fire safety of their properties.